Okay, day 94. So, kind of had a bad day today, but kind of a good day too. So we got up today, planned on going to the orphanage today. So the girls did school and all that, and then we got just basically told we needed to wait to go to the orphanage because the police investigators were going to go to the home today and finish up some questions that they had. So we'll just go tomorrow to see the kids. So we were kind of disappointed about that. But my friend Michelle Davenport, who was here with her family not long ago, had recommended to me that we go to the Royal Grand Hotel for like lunch one day if we needed to get out and about. She said that they had gone there one day when they were kind of having a down day. And so we did. So we went there today. And on the way there, Jeremy made up a song. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to splice in Jeremy's song from the car, and then I'll come back.
On a long, dusty road in Liberia, I'm praying my kids don't catch malaria. I'm dealing with all the hysteria as we travel through the roads in Liberia.
Okay, so that was Jeremy's song from the car, which is pretty funny. Because it's kind of like you get to that point of just being delirious, and it's just kind of one of those things that you just don't know how to not be delirious anymore. But his car song was funny. I hope you guys liked it. But I'm gonna send it over right now. You gonna go? He keeps saying he's gonna go like he says he's gonna go. So he says he's gonna go set up on the roadside and start singing, and I'm like, well, you probably need to go get a guitar. So we asked our driver Emmanuel today if he knew where to find a guitar, and so he was like, yeah, no problem, we'll get one on Broad Street. The kids were like, can we go in? I'm like, let's just see what the place looks like. So I'm gonna put in a picture of like me seeing the back of Jeremy from the car, and my window doesn't roll down, so people are always coming up to my window like begging for money, and I'm like, I can't, my window is broken, so it doesn't roll down. It has a tiny little crack, so I can make sure to get all the fumes. And we did not have a kid throw up in the car today because I gave myself and my middle child Dramamine, and that seemed to help. There's just a lot of start and stop traffic, and then all of a sudden people walk out in front of you, so that's bad. So since we didn't get to visit the orphanage, we're pretty bummed because we like to see our kids at least every other day, 2 or 3 times a week. Really 3 to 4 times a week, actually. So we're going to try tomorrow. But Jeremy, as you can tell, bought a guitar. So I've been telling him he needs a guitar. He's like, I don't know, how long are we going to be here? You know, do I really need a guitar? That kind of thing. And I'm like, you should buy one. Well, now that we're on day 50.
These strings are very old.
Is those the new strings you just got?
No. These are the ones that were
They came with it? You already broke one?
No.
They've just been on it for a while.
They've been on it for
so who knows how long? We think the guitar's new.
It's new.
But who knows how long it's been sitting in the shop in Liberia. So it's just like this roadside. I mean, it's all in a building.
A guitar. Yeah, it should be fun.
But you go get another. You have to take off all the strings now?
Well, I was going to change them anyway. I was going to tune what was on here, but it didn't want to.
It didn't want to tune. It already broke.
Yeah.
So Jeremy got a guitar because I guess we're just going to live here forever.
Yeah.
So he's going to go sit on the roadside and see if people give the white man money.
I could just put
for
my
performing.
hat out.
You could.
They could set me up here at the Tropicana. That could be.
I bet you if you sat outside the Tropicana, they would be like, you know what?
Maybe
Let's take $10 off. You can go ask Risa or Samir if we can knock off $10.
I'll perform.
If I perform for you.
Yes, monkey.
So Jeremy got a guitar, so he's a little cheered up about that. We went to the Royal Grand Hotel has a rooftop restaurant that doesn't open until about 5 o'clock. It's more of an Asian theme. It's good. It looks very upscale. But the kids have been saying there's a garden on the building. There's a garden on the building. Like every time we would pass by that area. And so we realized that was the same place. They had a coffee shop that we got. Jeremy got a coffee. I got like just like a caramel frappuccino thing. And the kids got milkshakes. We had some pretty good food. They got cheeseburgers, pizza. What'd you get? You got a bacon cheeseburger. Mm-hmm. Emmanuel got this Monrovia chicken thing that I think he actually ordered the best.
He did.
Of our group. We did ride the elevator to the top. So the restaurant was closed to ride up on the roof, but it has like this garden and it's this outdoor restaurant on the roof. It's outdoor, indoor thing. And they're like, well, it's closed. And I'm like, but my kids just want to see it. And they're like, but it's closed. And I'm like, but we want to go ride the elevator to see it. And they're like, but it's closed. And I guess this guy that works up at that restaurant, he's like, oh, it opens in like an hour or like 45 minutes. And I'm like, can my kids come look at it? And he was like, sure. So we got on the elevator with him. But the guy that was telling me no was like,
He was very serious.
he was like, what are you doing? Why are you going up there? It's closed. It's locked. And I'm like, but we want to go. Because the kids are really excited.
I feel like he was like security or something. I don't
He
know.
just was like not understanding that like I wasn't going to, unless the elevator won't go that high. But this elevator was so small. So like, how elevators can be small, but they're
There's 7
usually
of us.
tall.
7 of us in there.
No. Like my head was like this far from the top of the elevator, and I was like, "Oh gosh!"
So
And then Jeremy was like, "Hey, everybody, jump!" And I'm like, "No,
That was on the way down.
no, but it doesn't matter." I'm like, "We are going to let the Liberian elevator do what it wants to do at its own pace. We're not going to jump or agitate it in any way."
When
I was so mad at Jeremy
an
for
elevator
telling them to
falls,
jump.
An elevator falls, you have to jump at the very end so you survive. Right before it hits the ground, you jump.
That's a lie.
I know that it's a lie. It's funny. They did it on MythBusters, I think, too.
And you know that it's a lie.
Because
you're
falling.
just still saying it
it's
to
just
me.
funny.
We can't find Tums. So Sam Bruce keeps talking about going to the States and coming back. He needs to bring me some Tums.
And a Starlink.
Maybe a Starlink. He's not going to be in Tennessee, though. I mean, he's not going to be in Florida.
I know. There's a way.
We'd have to buy one.
They say in 2024 they're going to be available in Liberia for purchase.
It is 2024.
But we don't know when in 2024.
So I set my day counter at
I need more specific.
I set my
Elon.
day counter for our Liberia at 1 a.m. on February 13th, and today is day 50.
Oh, I must have just did what I did.
You just don't know what you're doing.
Whatever. I know.
Are you going to play us a song?
I don't have any strings.
What do you mean? You didn't buy strings?
I did, but I got to restring them. I got to take all the old ones off and put the new ones on.
Oh, is that a longer thing?
Well, yeah, I did.
I did find this, or Jeremy found these granolas. So this is my new. So I mix it with cornflakes, so I can just have a little of this and a little cornflakes. But it's peanut butter and chocolate granola. This is my new
I just did
lunch.
February 13th at 4:15 p.m.
But see, that's not correct because you're on Eastern time. So you should do it at 1 a.m.
Okay.
And then you'll be accurate.
George. Okay.
My name is not George. What else do you want to say? Okay, so the Noonday Show is doing good. So we got some more donations. So we're at $670. We need $2,500. So we're like $1,830 to go. Silver stack bracelets. Sorry, saltwater necklace. Belief. This one's made by trafficking victims in East Asia. Rings.
50 days. I don't like 50 days in Liberia.
50 days in Liberia. I feel like we're coping really well.
I mean,
So Devin told me that Jeremy needed to get his guitar and just go buy a guitar, and then I need to go get a yoga mat so that we wouldn't lose our minds, and we have accomplished that by day 50. I got my yoga mat last week. Did do some yoga today. I feel a little more normal.
you know what? It's funny when we found the music shop. It's almost like the streets are like aisles, and you drive down the streets to find your product you're looking for.
The picture tells it.
And you literally just go down the road looking.
Yeah.
And then when I got out, there was 2 music shops right next to each other, and I went to the first one. Couldn't really find something I was happy with. When I was leaving, there was a lady carrying like catfish that you could buy on the side of the road. As I go to the other music shop, I was like, huh.
There is such variety. Like you're driving down the road to go home. We're sitting in traffic, and there are people selling paper towels and paper plates. Separate people. Then there's people selling phone chargers, and then chips,
Apples,
and oranges, oranges,
banana chips.
Yeah, like plantain chips. And then there'll be somebody selling, and like this, like, I don't know, this little boy, it's like probably 11 or 12-year-old boy, and this blind man like starts knocking on my window. My window can't roll down, and they like are wanting money or food or something. I can't understand. They're like yelling at my window, and it's literally broken. Like it will not roll up or down. And there's like cracked, and I'm like. So then one of the police officers knew Emmanuel, and I guess he's seen me in the front seat driving by. Jeremy lets us sit up front. I still get car sick even in the front seat, but today it was a little better because I took Dramamine on the way there. But on the way home, I was like, oh, this is awful. So, and it's not just the motion sickness, the start, stop, but it's the Kirby, swerving, and it's not Emmanuel. I mean, he's doing a great job. Like there's no way around it. I mean, I couldn't do a better job, or no one could. Like it is what it is. But, I I forgot what I was going to say.
You were talking about, I don't know, the air quality?
Air quality's bad. Oh, just the variety of things. So I'm like trying to tell these people that are begging for stuff that I don't have anything to give you, and my window's broken. I'm not just being rude. Oh, the police officer. So Josh is a Liberian police officer that I guess is friends with Emmanuel. They've known each other. Like, all these people will always say they've gone to school. So he stopped him and was like, "Hey, boss," you know, they were talking, and he's like, "I've seen you drive by." Like, he's seen us drive by a lot. So he's like, "What is your name?" And I'm like, "Rachel." I didn't know they were friends when I was doing this. I was like, "Rachel." And he's like, "I'm Josh. It's nice to meet you." I'm like, "Same." And I just want to be like, "Are you in charge of the investigation? How many friends do you have in the police department? Can you tell them that I need to adopt my kids?" But of course, we don't want white people asking for things to be done quickly, because then they'll slow it down even more. And then there's always like pressure. Like, there's this assumption that they're waiting for a bribe, although they will say that they're not. So, and the civil servants here, like nurses and police officers and like the public servant kind of deal, they don't get paid regularly, so we know that. But yeah, so then we stopped at the Mega Mart and Jeremy got some groceries for us. So the Mega Mart has proven to be the cheapest grocery store that there is.
Yeah.
So
it also feels like rainy season's coming, because last night we had a big storm around 4 a.m.
Yeah, I didn't wake up at all. I had my earbuds in.
So lots of thunder and rain and wind, and the power went out. So
the kids were like, "Daddy." They know not to ask for me.
We heard like April 15th, but I think it's maybe a starting.
Yeah, it's getting there. All right, so this was, what is this? Jasmine rice. So Jeremy got, let's show you guys some of the groceries we got. So this is rice for $13. It's heavy. We got that. I showed you the granola already. This is only like so this was $3.75, but the kids really like the Cocoa Pops, and this is probably just giving them straight sugar. It says it's made from corn.
I'm sure it is.
It's got a picture of a microwave.
That's weird.
See that?
You make it like oatmeal?
I don't know. Maybe we're doing it wrong.
It's in a different language.
It's in like Chinese, maybe.
But it's made by Kellogg's.
This is a loaf of bread. Feels kind of stiff.
Put it in the fridge; it'll last longer. If you don't refrigerate your bread, it molds pretty quick. So
yeah, I don't know if it's at the humidity here, or the freshness, or the lack of preservatives. Who knows? How much was this?
I don't know.
Bread's pretty cheap, actually. We still have peanut butter from home, thankfully. Jeremy's bought some Liberian peanut butter as well.
No, it was gifted to us.
Oh yeah, Michelle and Dixon left that for. Thank you, Michelle and Dixon. And then, can you untie that for me?
Maybe.
We already put the milk up. The milk comes in boxes. We refrigerate it. Do they refrigerate it there?
Some is, some is not. Lebanese bread.
So Lebanese bread. So this is like big pita pockets. This is actually pretty good. It doesn't really have like a strong taste, which is I like. But we didn't get any more Liberian. I like Liberian honey. So we have that.
It wasn't on the list.
Everything here, it just has this weird smell. Like, I don't know what to call it.
Everything too. We got batteries, AAA's.
Oh, okay, yeah. So our walkie-talkies take AAA batteries. I bought some Liberian batteries like a week ago and put it in our walkie-talkies, and they're already dead. So Jeremy actually got more expensive batteries than me. I got the 50-cent version. He got the $1.75.
I'm a big spender.
So this is maybe these are actually new batteries that will last. Because I have a feeling the other ones maybe just weren't new. Or maybe they were just bad batteries. I don't know, but they didn't last very long. Because usually, like, even if the kids leave the walkie-talkie on overnight, it'll still go for a while. But Jeremy hates the walkie-talkie now.
It's just like they never stop talking.
They just like talking to us. I don't care to talk to them. What else you got?
That's it.
I'm really excited to see Rico and Paige do a live noonday show with all of our noonday stuff from home.
I do have an old earring hole. I should put an earring in too.
Oh, and thank you so much. So Tia is is this open?
I hope not. It was up top.
No, it's not open. It's just well, it's still sealed. Sorry. Tia, thank you so much. Tia and Anna and Paige are trying to coordinate to get some of Anna's. Anna got some textile donations, so Anna was going to meet Tia, and then Anna was like, "No, Anna Clark." I was like, no, maybe I can meet you like in a week or two because I'm going to put an APB out to my neighborhood for more clothing donations. I'm like classic Anna APB.
Very nice.
But this was funny. So I told Anna what I said, classic Anna APB, and we were talking a little bit about the Bruces have a lawyer in Liberia that's helping kind of facilitate. We have not paid. We haven't put that in our budget yet to have a lawyer here. Their lawyer is basically doing the same thing for them that we need done for us. So it's not like it's something, but but their lawyer said, I think maybe next week or maybe this week's coming. And she said, classic Sam's lawyer. Cause I've said that a lot to her. Sam's lawyer thinks maybe it'll be this week. Sam's lawyer thinks maybe it'll be this week. And so when I said classic Anna, she said classic Sam's lawyer. So I thought that was funny.
That's pretty funny. Nice.
It's not funny. It's ridiculous. I mean, I was talking to Emmanuel when you were guitar shopping. Emmanuel was like, I'm going to miss you guys when you're gone. I'm like, we've been here for 50 days, bro. And he was like, 50? Because we haven't known Emmanuel that long. Because I think Nelson was driving us around. And Nelson realized we're moving into Liberia. He has some personal matters to take care of. So he gave us Emmanuel instead.
We may need to share a room with Nelson.
We may need to go live with Nelson. Nelson was like, you will not survive the stress of those kids.
Can we like pitch a tent on your compound?
So,
can we find a camper?
We're okay. No, so we do that if Devin's probably not going to watch this one. She's like, tell me if I need to watch.
Can we put a camper on?
Oh, you got apple juice too. Let me see that.
Yeah. I hadn't seen
girls,
it there.
So we got to water it down because the girls are not used to regular apple juice.
We'll half and half it, but they'll last longer. I was
apple
like, Mods.
How much was it?
I don't know.
Did you get a receipt?
Yeah, it's in somewhere. It's in the bags.
I like to take pictures of the receipt for expenses.
That's why I didn't throw it away.
No, it's just in a bag.
Oh, these bags of frozen corn.
Oh yeah, show the corn.
This was $2.50, I think, a bag.
I think I'm tanged out. I don't think I like tang anymore. Okay, yeah, that's frozen corn. Jeremy fries this actually, and it's pretty good. You could probably microwave it too.
I've done that too here.
But if you do the skillet, ooh, something gross. There's something sticky on there.
Yeah, it's just you don't need to worry about it.
What is it?
It's chicken. Chicken guts. Not on the bag.
The bag is sticky.
Oh, I don't know what that is then. I thought you were saying.
I'm gonna have to wash my hands.
Just soap.
Soap.
I'm kidding. It's not soap.
You're really happy now that you have your guitar, I think.
I know. I wish I didn't have to string it. I don't know how I'm going to cut the extra string off at the end either.
Our water hasn't gone out.
You're not even listening to me.
You don't know how you're going to cut the extra string off? I have my Leatherman. I brought my Leatherman. I got you covered.
It's got a wire.
I brought my tools.
It's got a wire thing.
And you can fix that stool the girls broke too.
Yes. So we can hide our sin.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for that stool. I fixed it.
So what'd you say? You told Risa that we may need to stay longer, or Samir? I was like,
yeah.
I told you, I was like, plant the seed. We may need to stay longer and see how it goes. Because I'm like, are they going to get tired of us?
He's like, man, I got it booked out for you anyway. I was like, because I have no idea when we're leaving. That's what we're probably going to need.
So he just blocked it for us?
Yeah. I was like, is that cool? He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm just blocking it for you. Cool.
Just keep it blocked. Because like the first couple weeks we were here, they're like, hey, and then like we got into week 2 and we only had a 3-week reservation. I was like, hey, I think we're gonna need to stay a little longer, and they're like, okay. And then like 3 or 4 days, they're like, okay. And then it hadn't gotten to the where, because they like for you to pay ahead. And we were like 3 or 4 days away from our like expiration, but she came and knocked on our door. It was after dark. It wasn't too late. And she was like, so I hear that you're wanting to book longer. And I was like, oh yeah. So I went with her. I had to negotiate it on WhatsApp because I wanted to keep our same rate, which right now. And like, granted, like we got I think they gave me a really good deal when I was in the States, because I told them I was going back and forth between 3 places really. And they were like, how about $160 a night? And that includes our breakfast. But that's like pretty much for the amenities that we have. That's pretty much highway robbery. Like it should be like $200 a night, $220 a night. The nicer hotels, it's like $300 a night to accommodate us with a kitchen. So, so that being said, so then I negotiated, I just wanted to keep that same rate. And they were like, okay. And so one was pay, I did tour the other units. I didn't tour the one next door to us. It's the exact same as us. And there was somebody staying there. But the other one, so if you guys have questions about the Tropicana, we visited the KNZ where Sam and Kara are staying. That's really nice too. The pros to that is that you don't have a restaurant. You don't have the public kind of in your back door. And you don't have like the staff present to help you. Like if we need a ride to the store, or we have a question or something like that. There's nobody just roaming around that's like, oh, how can I help? They have security there at KNZ, but they don't have like a host at the front. And that's like the good news is you have that privacy, but the bad news is you don't have that extra layer of help. So we've talked about Jeremy having to go home and maybe come back, go to the U.S. to get some things for us and get Starlink. And we've talked about those scenarios. And so being here, if you're going to have to do the single parent thing at all, or you think there's any risk of you doing a single parent thing where one of you has to go and one of you stays, the Tropicana is probably the safest with the most amenities where you don't actually have to leave, like to eat or to do what you need to do. And there's other adults here. But the downside is like there's like a pool that they have to pay to come in, but it is open to the public. It's literally right outside our door. So there can be public people here too. So I would say for bigger families, the KNZ or the Tropicana is pretty much going to be your best bet. The other one I looked at, the Kendaja, I really want to go check that out one day because that was another one. But they changed management in the last year or so and their prices went up a lot. But there's a couple of those. So anyway.
Anyhow.
You excited about your guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta string it.
Yeah.
With I don't have I have a drill attachment that I do at home, so it makes it a lot easier.
So you're gonna have to hand do it,
yeah.
But you can do it.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you're gonna hurt your hand.
No,
it's not gonna take like an hour.
Make the kids do it. Crank it down, kids.
How long will it take you think?
No, like 10, 15 minutes.
And then with the drill, it takes what, 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
we got a report on our dog. Apparently, he's destroyed a stuffed animal. He has not. One of the cats was missing for like a week, and they were like a little suspicious of our dog. But then the cat came back, thankfully. So he hasn't done anything.
You're
bad.
in big trouble, mister.
Yeah, I got some pictures of it. I miss our dog. I miss the anchoring effect of being a dog owner and like having to go home and like needing to be home and like just being a dog person just gives this added layer of consistency to your life that you don't necessarily have without a dog. Do you miss our dog?
Yeah.
You do a little.
I literally haven't thought about him much until you guys talk about it.
Do you miss him right now that I'm talking about him?
Yeah, a little bit.
Little Zeke.
I mean, he's more work for me than anybody
Sitting his
else.
little butt on the couch next to you with his feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Eating from your crock pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Yeah. Going fishing with us, barking at the sharks.
I mean, at this point, when he goes
You don't
places,
miss him?
it's more work. He's like having a baby.
Our baby. All right. I forgot what day we're on.
50.
That's day 50 in Liberia, but what video are we on?
1 million.
1 million. I think it's day 95. I'm being honest.
I quit.
You can't quit.
No more videos. I'm done. I'm out, people. Arrivederci.
Day 94.
Day 94.
Let me double check that. I don't want to give inaccurate statistics. But I am excited about the solar panel project. We've had a lot of different interests. Some other people asking other organizations to help. We still need $1,830 to meet the $2,500 goal so that we can get the solar panel going so they can have running water, 24/7 power, and a deep freezer for their food.
Rock and roll.
So that's really important to me to get done before we leave. Today's day 94 of our 2024 journey to try to adopt our kids. / become Liberian citizens.
Did you say Slash?
/ become Liberian citizens.
I said Slash today to our kids, and they're like, "Who's Slash?" And I'm like, "I failed you."
I smell like car fumes. Do you smell like car fumes?
Look at the kitty.
I got the straightener out.
Look at the kitty.
Blah blah. Blah blah. Love you.
Blah blah bye.